If you fail to watch this whole video through, then you are a victim. Or my video just sucks, but it's probably the first. You're probably a victim of the attack on your attention span. Your attention span is being killed, and probably on purpose, in order to make you pretty much just a mindless workhorse, really. I mean, let's be real here, all right? If you're watching this, you've probably spent at least 30 minutes to an hour of your life scrolling on your phone. This message is for everyone to please stop scrolling so much. Like, I actually think this needs to be some sort of movement or something because it is genuinely getting out of hand. At first, I feel like it was just Gen Z, okay, with TikTok, all this crap. But then what does it turn into? It turns into everything, bro. YouTube has YouTube Shorts, we have Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, and we have Instagram for, I don't even need to explain to you who's scrolling on all this. My grandma scrolls on Facebook and plays with AI on her phone all day. And I mean, yeah, I know she's a grandma. She doesn't really have anything else to do with her time, but it's not just my grandma, bro. It's like all the boomers are all scrolling on their phone. You're scrolling on your phone. You find yourself scrolling on YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be. There's probably some other apps. I'm not X. It doesn't matter if it's like a short-term video or a thread. Like, we're all just staring at our screens all the time. And genuinely, like, at first I think it's fun, whatever, but when it starts to become a habit every single day, at first, especially some people, hours a day is actually getting a little ridiculous. Like, please check your phone time, and if you get surprised you need to make a change, please do it for me, bro. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for me. I want people to become like people again, bro. I feel like people are soulless now. And I feel like part of that is because they spend so much energy and just flooding their brain with dopamine, just scrolling on their phone. And genuinely, I don't want to like overblow the problem, but I mean, seriously, we're all entrenched on our screens, bro. And especially the new generations, they're growing up staring at iPads, staring at Coco Melon. Just, it's all eye candy, bro. This is all eye candy. And it's getting to the point where not even humans are making it anymore. AI. I mean, you're staring at artificial intelligent created videos for hours on end. Like, this is actually insane. And no, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be above it all. I know I'm definitely a victim of this. I scroll for hours on end all the time, bro. Like, before I'm going to bed, I just find myself sitting there scrolling. When you should be letting your brain relax, you don't need to be flooding with dopamine, staring at a bright screen when you're trying to go to bed. But no, instead, I am sitting there scrolling on my phone, and your attention span is killed. And most of you guys probably can't make it to the end of the video, and you're killing my videos, bro. Please watch it all the way through before I reach my hands to the screen and strangle you. Nah, I'm just kidding. But for real, on a real note, I don't think people's attention spans are the reason my videos don't do good. I'm not blaming it on anything like that, but I do think people's attention spans on average are just getting way lower. Everybody today has ADHD, it feels like, and so I don't, all right? But I grew up with a dad, a sister, and a brother who do, so I can tell kind of what it looks like, and I can see myself starting to become more like that, and other people that I know don't have it starting to become more like that, just because every day it's always just another video. I'm swiping, I'm scrolling, and some of them have eye tracking to where you don't even have to use your thumb anymore. You can sit there and become a literal potato and just stare at a screen for an hour, and it does all the work on its own. You don't do anything. You just watch little short-term videos that you don't even remember for hours on end. This has literally got to be a national crisis. There's no way that this is normal. I don't think anyone ever in the history of ever being a human has experienced something quite like this before. And I don't know, bro. I don't know what the long-term effects might be. Probably, I think it's already starting to show in schools, okay? Especially younger kids who attention spans, I mean, you're already a kid. Your attention span's already low. Watching videos on end, scrolling, all the stuff, it is ruining their ability to learn in school. So now I live in America. Everyone already knows that our education system might not be the greatest, okay? And I don't want to be the guy to sit here and, shit on America and all that, but I think we can all agree there is room definitely to improve. Now, I don't want to blame the teachers or anything, but the kids going to school today their brains are fried. You're literally frying your brain. You're like a fried egg. You're fried. And now these kids are frying their brains every day before they go to school, or, the night before, staying up late, all this crap, everything. Everybody's staying up later as well. And kids are like incapable of learning at school now. They can't focus. Kids do not have the attention span to sit there and learn 5 times 5. Why would you do that when you could look at a video that, is like 5, I don't know, bro, 5 videos in a row of just, I don't know, bro, people dancing or them throwing a water balloon at somebody else and then hiding, all this like crap. You know, it's just you're being fed crap. You don't even remember. You don't learn anything. You're literally just being allowed. They're basically giving you permission to procrastinate and kill your creativity. Your creativity is being attacked, bro. Your attention span is being attacked. Now, I don't want to come here and sound, crazy or anything, but I think this is literally a weapon to dumb down the masses. And I know that sounds a little crazy. Obviously, this is just a byproduct of people trying to make money, but like genuinely, I think whether it's on purpose or not, the effects cannot be disputed. All right. Kids are or teachers are having a harder time teaching kids in schools. Anyone who scrolls all the time, and now I'm not saying everybody does it, but a lot of people do it, bro. And if you're one of the people who do, which let's be honest, you probably have at some point, it's like, bro, where did the last 30 minutes of your life go? What are you going to do with your whole life besides scroll? You got to figure out, bro. You can't scroll forever. It's nonstop. You're never going to find the video that saves your life. It's not going to happen. Every video is contributing to shortening your life. Shorts shorten your life, okay? YouTube shorts shortening your life. Everything that's short form content, it's like killing us, dude. But yeah, like I said, not to be the conspiracy guy or sound like Alex Jones, but I feel like it's genuinely an attack. Like how could it not be? It is literally paralyzing people, okay? You're just sitting there for an hour scrolling on your phone, doing nothing, doing literally nothing. And then you eat, sleep, and you wake up, you go to work. And then what? You go home, scroll some more? I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing as a society, bro? I'm about to get heated. I want to make a 10-minute video, but nobody wants to watch past 5 minutes because I don't have Subway Surfers on the screen, and I don't have, some guy cutting a bar of soap into 1,000 little pieces on the other side of the screen. Like, I can't do all that, bro. Maybe I should just add Subway Surfers to one side of the video and then fucking all this other crazy satisfying videos type stuff on the other side and see how much better it does. Unironically, it would probably make the video do way better because they're not even they're gonna drown me out and they're gonna look at this, whatever's happening on the screen and just like a zombie. They're gonna be a literal zombie. I'm watching people around me become zombies and I feel like I just woke up and I'm like, bro, like when did this happen? When did a little device that fits in your pocket can take control of your life? I'm starting to stutter. Like, I'm sorry. Let me calm down, all right? I'm going off the rails. I just kind of want to actually get out how serious I am. I know I'm making kind of a joke about this, but for real, on a real note, how is this not seen as a bigger problem? Now, I'm not saying people aren't people anymore. Nothing crazy. I'm not saying it's fully, blew up society. Nothing like that. It's not, obviously it's not to that effect, not that crazy, but I feel like certain individuals certainly are ruining their lives without even realizing it. So much time is passing by. Think about the past 2 years. What did you really accomplish? If you could look at your scoreboard when you die and see how much time you spent scrolling, would you take that back and put it towards something else? Like, I don't know, boxing or furthering yourself somehow, getting stronger or learning about money or something? Like, dude, there's oh my God, dude, I am starting to stutter. Maybe because my brain is so fast-paced, I'm trying to talk so fast because I'm so used to seeing fast-paced content. This is just what I've been catered to do, bro. This is what happens, bro. I'm dysfunctional. I'm a dysfunctional member of society. And yeah, I'm tired of pretending like this is not a problem. I am literally on the verge of deleting all social medias. Like, no more of this bullshit, dude. It's actually insane. Now, when you're unemployed, it's one thing. Kids can be kids, whatever. But when you see adults, grandmas, we're all just sitting here doing nothing for hours on end. Dads who should be bonding with their kid or scrolling on their phone on Facebook and letting their kid watch Cocomelon. What are we doing, bro? Seems dystopian, and I'm getting heated again. And you might think that they're trying to do something, trying to fix it by banning TikTok or whatever. That's the first thing. And they're going to ban TikTok, whatever. It's not really about trying to help the public. It's mostly they're just worried that somebody else is not even necessarily spying on the public. But it's mostly just because it's not an American-owned company, at least at the time that I checked. Now, I don't really keep up with TikTok and all that. I don't know. Now, I think I'm a little bit better off. I'd never go on TikTok. Never really go on TikTok. My poison of choice is Instagram, okay? So if that tells you anything about me, if you're an Instagram scroller, you might have a little insight to my choice of brain rot, okay? Brain rot. Yeah, just brain rot. We're going to call it brain rot. Brain rot started as a joke. Now it is full-fledged taking effect, especially I feel like younger generations who are going to grow up scrolling on phones. There's no way this isn't going to have a large effect on their brain, in the future. This is insane. I feel like this problem is just being brushed off by everybody because everybody's doing it. It's literally a new form of addiction that I feel like maybe in 50 years we're going to look back on and be like, yo, we are fucking stupid for letting this happen. Now, I'm not saying it's making you incapable of living your life. Nothing like that, obviously. Like I said, don't think it's ruining society, but I do think it is actually hurting some people in a pretty bad way. Especially, like I said, kids who are impressionable, not to mention, like, just look at the content you're consuming as well. It is probably making you mad. You're probably looking at people dying across the world, which, yeah, I get it's bad, but at the same time, it's good to learn about, the world and stuff. And I fully agree with expanding your knowledge, but I don't think really short form content is the best way to consume all that. I think for the most part, it's making you mad, trying to make you engage. It's literally an algorithm built to understand your thought process better than you do. Isn't that like scary? It knows probably what time you're going to get on it. Probably in some database somewhere, it probably has it has you figured out, and it knows probably what time you're going to get on your phone. It knows what videos are going to keep you watching the longest. You don't know what time you're going to get on your phone. You just get on your phone, but the algorithm's got it all figured out. It knows what kind of videos you're going to watch the longest. You don't know. You probably watch content you don't even care for, but you watch it anyway. You're not going to scroll forever and scroll to the very bottom. It's never going to happen, bro. You could probably scroll for the rest of your life if you tried. And so some people probably will. They probably will scroll on a phone for the rest of your life. And then you're going to look back and be like, yo, where did my life go? What did I just do with my life? I just scrolled. I lived and died scrolling. That's going to be on your gravestone. Like, come on, what are we doing? And like I said, I know it probably started out small, not a big problem, but it took consumerism to the next level of just consuming the most retarded, fucking brain rotted videos imaginable. And yeah, it's just fucking insane.